Give generously to grow. Sharon Hornhouse here. Welcome to Supersize Your Business Day 87. Today, in addition to talking about our topic today, which is generosity and giving, we are going to discuss the P in our super framework. Every year we create a process that we make our own throughout the year by applying it each month. At least one time each month we run through the process to the area that we're focusing on. This month, we're focusing on our money, our finances, our financial health and well-being. And so we're going to apply the super process to that. We've already started. We're in the middle. We're on P for planning our path. We want to plan our path to taking action and implementing the things that we decide we need to do in order to fill the gap between where we are, which we discussed yesterday, and where we want to be, our desire, which we discussed 2 days ago. Now, how you do that, I want to keep it really simple this year, which is why I've gone to a 5-step process instead of usual 7. We usually have a 7, almost went with 9 because Supersize has 9 levels in it, or 9 letters in it. That's too complicated when I'm trying to simplify everything I do. I have found that the older I get, the more I want to streamline and simplify things. I've always done that with processes. So I was like, why have I not been doing that with my life and everything in my life? Because if we have simple systems in place, we're much more likely to follow them and do them. It's why I love creating habits and then linking things that I want to achieve now to those habits that I've already formed. Why? Because it gives them more power and it helps me to achieve them faster. So let's talk about, and as part of, we're going to have a double action item today, right? One is plan your path. You don't have to plan the whole path. Often we try to over plan and we don't know because we really want to influence the how things are going to happen. But what I found is the more we plan, the more detail we plan, the more we consider the things that could go wrong and put things in place to prevent those, the longer it takes to actually achieve the thing that we want to achieve, because we're putting in roadblocks that probably wouldn't be there if we just flowed with, okay, what's the next thing we should do? What's the next thing we should do? What's the next thing we should do? So I want you to just ask yourself right now, what is the next thing or this thing I should do right now today to begin to fill the gap between where I am and where I want to be in this financial area or aspect of my business life? And if you don't know, ask some other people in your organization, because I guarantee where we have blind spots, they see very clearly what we should be doing or what could be done or should be done. Now let's kind of switch gears and talk about generosity and giving today. And we've talked about it a little bit this month. We've touched on it, but I really want to talk about the impact that it has on our business, on our brand and on our reputation and on us individually. Because bottom line, everything we do is because we want to feel a certain way or create a certain state. States and feelings are the same thing. And mental, to me, a state is more like my mindset and my mental aspect of feeling something or thinking about the way I want to feel. And a feeling and emotion are just things that happen automatically in our bodies, which we have some control over if we choose to exercise it. But giving sends a message to the world and universe around us and to our potential customers and potential team members, the things that are important to us, the things that our business stands for and cares about. We can all think of brands that we know exactly what they stand for, because we know they do projects, they support their employees who do projects for, and they usually give products and services or expertise to causes that are important to them. Some of my favorite companies are companies like Patagonia, Tom, the company that donates, shoes to people. For every pair of shoes they sell, they donate a pair to someone in need of shoes. How awesome is that? So do you want to go buy a pair of their shoes, or do you want to go down to Nordstrom's and buy yourself a pair of fancy shoes that are made in another country, that are probably made with underpaid labor, and they've got a bunch of negative energy in those shoes? So we think about that. So today, as far as giving generously goes, I challenge every business that I work with, if they're not doing it already, to give 1% of their profits away to causes or things that they care about. It might be they give the money away, or the 1% of profits away, to individuals that need help, that they know of through their best, not just you, but through your team members, the causes that are important to them, the people that are important to them. Maybe somebody's been in an accident and your right hand CEOs, or not CEOs, your CFO or somebody's, maybe you're just assistants, family member is in need of giving. That counts too. But the reason we want to do that is number one, it attracts the right people to our organization. It attracts our best customers, not just anybody. It also repels the people that don't believe in the same things that we do. Because you know what? It's really hard to have diametrically opposed philosophies existing in the same organization. Now, that's one of my goals and objectives, is that people of all different beliefs and can come together and be successful. And what I believe and what you believe, it's none of each other's business, right? In certain areas and aspects of our life, we all get to create our own reality. We all get to have our own beliefs. We all get to be ourselves. And by doing that and demonstrating that, you're giving a great gift to other people, because you're giving them permission to be themselves too. Now, it doesn't mean that everybody's for us, right? that everybody's going to like us, because chances are the more you put yourself out there, the more you're going to find and attract not only the people you want, you're going to repel the people you don't want. And guess who chats and talks up and spreads the most information? People that are upset about something, people that don't like you. And that's okay, because it all works out in our favor. Because again, this is hard to believe, but negative publicity gets us just as much positive outcomes as positive publicity does. Now, don't go out and do something negative, but if something bad happens, be open and honest and authentic about how you handle it and how you deal with it, so that it can create positive ramifications. Don't be like that, whoever that CEO was at the concert with his mistress. Don't be that, because that's not the kind of attention you want. I think he's probably hurting right now. I think he lost his job and every family and everything else. So pick and choose and do things that are in alignment with what feels right for you. And that's why giving and being generous is such a positive impact on your life. It goes in alignment with what we're meant to do as human beings, what we're meant to do as organizations and humanity to make the world a better place. Now, if you don't believe that what you do matters and should make the world a better place, you're probably not listening to me in the first place. So I may be preaching to the choir. So what are we going to do today? I challenge you to identify one way that you, if you're not doing it already, and if you're doing it already, just share in the comments below what you're doing and the causes that you care most about and that you're supporting. Why? Because guess what? Somebody might hear or see this video that says, oh my gosh, I didn't know that. I need this, and come to you versus going to someone else. All right. As usual, there's reflective questions and things. If you'd like me to do a write-up for this, just put write-up in the comments below so that I know to do that. Some people like to read things. Other people like to just listen. Up to you. I am more of a listener nowadays than I am a writer-downer or a reader, because of vision challenges. All right. If I can help you in any way, hit me up and ask. Otherwise, have an awesome day, and I will, of course, see you tomorrow. One caveat, I am building a supersized school on the school platform. It's a new platform. A lot of people have not heard of it, yet there are millions and millions and millions of people on it. And there are hundreds of thousands of school communities on it, which I will say, of all my years of experience, because I've been around a while, one of the best places I have found to actually learn and grow and be a better human being is on this platform, because we don't have all of the noise about what's going on in the rest of the world. It's not a place where you go and troll and post a bunch of stuff. It's a community-based platform. And if you're interested in something, you can ask to join a community. Some of the communities are free. Some of the communities cost money. But overall, I have just gotten vacuum packed into it, because in one place I can do everything I want to do, and I can serve people better and in a much more streamlined, simple way, and everybody benefits. And there's anything you can imagine that you're interested in or want to learn about, there is probably a school for it, or if not, there soon will be. Or guess what? You could do your own. You could start your own school. It's such a great and low barrier to entry. Anyway, I digress. Have an awesome day. If I can help you, ask. Otherwise, I will, of course, be with you tomorrow for the E and for another financial related topic. We're almost to the end of the month already. Oh my gosh. Have a great day. Bye.